Here is Chief Meteorologist Chase Jones.
Well, we finally made it to October. I am so excited. You have 30 days to go until Halloween, but of course, I'm tracking some of that colder weather that could find its way in around that Halloween time frame. And of course, we want to make sure we're not having to plan for an extra layer with the Halloween costume, or we are going to have to plan about an extra layer around that Halloween costume. And of course, as we fight our way around all this traffic, we're also mapping out our Halloween candy route. That includes trunk or treats that will be going on. So it's going to be a busy month. Let's get ready now so we're ready later. Temperatures over the last 24 hours gradually dropping all the way down into those mid 50s, then a good run all the way up into those lower 90s. Feeling like summer out there, but I promise you by next week things are going to start cooling down in a very steady, slow pattern because we're in a pretty strong blocking pattern with this high pressure over us, feeling like the heat dome. 91 in San Angelo, everybody else not really at those lower 90s across the entire area, looking for 10 degrees. We're definitely way up there today. 93 in Robert Lee, 94 in Ballinger, 90 down there in Sonora, looking like 4 degrees across the entire Concho Valley for a hot start to a beautiful month. But we're still on the dry out, only 60 days behind some of that flooding. Dew points are down there in those 40s and those 50s, while humidity indices are anywhere from those teens all the way up into those 20s. So you see how we are gradually drying off as we make our way closer towards a beautiful weekend. But it's Wednesday, so you know Griff is back in the office. That means the weekend is right around the corner. Moisture tracker is going to show you how some of that air displacement is going to try to work its way back in from the east. But this high pressure locking itself in place sort of primes the atmosphere for some more tropical activity as we get closer towards next week. Now, the upper level pattern is going to show you the high pressure putting itself sort of in that blocking pattern. It's going to hold a lot of this low pressure off towards the northwest primarily. I say primarily, it really is. It's not going to move at all. We're going to see a lot of these storms hanging out towards the northern part of the United States, but off the west coast, if you can see it at the bottom of your screen, the model is picking up some tropical activity, but it's usually over ambitious water vapor imagery showing you calm conditions taking over the entire United States right now as those dual hurricanes make their way off towards the northeast. Severe weather outlook is completely quiet today. Take a good look just right there in the central United States, all the way down at the surface, absolutely nothing, just light cloud cover across the entire area. But as we get closer towards the weekend, you know, I'm always looking out for the next round of cool weather. Watch around Idaho and parts of California. They're going to consistently see rounds and rounds of snow lasting through Friday all the way through the weekend. And then as we make our way closer towards Sunday, things are going to clear up. But here in the Concho Valley, just getting ready for Ram Jam, a beautiful weekend, and of course mapping out some of those fall-like activities. That includes heading out towards the pumpkin patch and picking out a good one. So tonight, all the way back down into those upper 60s. We'll see how quickly we get down there. Then tomorrow, a good run at those lower 90s. I promise you, it's fall, but it just feels like summer. And then we're always closing in on Halloween, but I guess we might as well be firing things up for Ram Jam. And of course, Thanksgiving's in the crosshairs now. And we're closing in on Christmas, Zoe. So as we make our way closer towards the beginning of the first full week of the month, gonna hover around those lower 90s while those overnight lows just stay in those lower 60s. Stay tuned. I'm up the break. You're watching KSAN News at 5.